What's behind Ferrari's delay in extending Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz's F1 contracts? A question that's been buzzing in the minds of many. As we find ourselves in a period of stasis in the F1 driver market, the intrigue surrounding Ferrari's incumbents, Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz, has surprisingly amplified. Leclerc, with a reported mega deal in the works that could see him with Ferrari until 2029, and Sainz, locked in a current impasse that might trigger significant shifts in 2025, have become the subjects of intense off-season interest. So, it was hardly a shock when Ferrari's team principal, Fred Vasseur, was ambushed with questions about their contracts during the team's annual Christmas lunch at Maranello. Both drivers' contracts are due to expire at the end of 2024. Leclerc's new deal remains a mystery, while Sainz's situation seems slightly more tenuous, with the duration of his contract extension turning into a bone of contention. Vasseur, known for his underlying calmness, acknowledged Ferrari's tardiness in securing their driver lineup's future. He suggested that the delay was more a product of the frenzied late-season F1 calendar, rather than an indication of any internal strife. Beyond his composed demeanor, Vasseur's affable qualities were on full display as he fielded questions about timelines for Leclerc and Sainz's contract renewals. In a light-hearted exchange with Italian journalists, he quipped that having both drivers signed before the start of the 2024 season could be the target, and predicted with a chuckle that the next question would also be about contract negotiations. Fred Vasseur's first year at the helm has seemingly stabilized a situation that was fraught with uncertainty, altering the dynamic for the drivers as well. Leclerc's faith in the French manager is evident, a stark contrast to his troubled relationship with predecessor Mattia Binotto. Fred Vasseur's early indication to make Leclerc the centerpiece of the Ferrari project has likely improved the prospects of retaining him. Ferrari's need for Leclerc is arguably greater than his need for them, and the reported terms of his new deal, which could result in an 11-year tenure, reflect that. However, this also sheds light on why Sainz's future needs addressing. Despite his commendable performance in 2023, Ferrari seems hesitant to offer him more than a one-year deal with an option for 2026. The future of Ferrari's driver lineup hangs in balance, with the team behind schedule in resolving it. But is this a sign of discord or just a result of the frantic F1 calendar? Fred Vasseur's first year as team principal has brought a sense of calm to a situation fraught with uncertainty. His arrival seemed to quell the stormy waters that were once stirred by his predecessor, Mattia Binotto. The relationship between Charles Leclerc and Binotto had become increasingly strained, casting a long shadow over Ferrari's future. However, Vasseur's leadership style and vision appear to have renewed Leclerc's faith in the team and its direction. Leclerc's new deal, still officially unannounced, is reportedly set to extend his stay with Ferrari through to the end of the decade. This potential 11-year tenure is indicative of how crucial Leclerc has become to Ferrari's plans. The team is seemingly reshaping itself around him, placing him as the focal point of their endeavors. This approach suggests Ferrari needs Leclerc more than the talented driver needs the prestige of the prancing horse. But while Leclerc's future at Ferrari seems to be taking shape, Carlos Sainz finds himself in a rather precarious position. Despite a stellar performance in 2023, where he finished a mere 6 points behind Leclerc and claimed the only non-Red Bull win of the season, Sainz's contract extension remains a sticking point. He seeks a more lucrative and longer-term deal, yet reports suggest Ferrari is hesitant to offer more than a one-year extension with an option for 2026. This is a stark contrast to the substantial commitment being made to Leclerc. The disparity in the proposed contract lengths raises questions about Ferrari's vision for its driver lineup. Is Sainz viewed as a long-term asset, or is he simply a placeholder in the team's grand scheme? Vasseur, ever the diplomat, has deftly sidestepped such queries, maintaining that neither driver has a designated role. Ferrari's future hinges on the resolution of its driver lineup. Will Leclerc and Sainz remain as the team's long-term assets, or is there a twist in the tale? Only time will tell. As we await official announcements, these contract negotiations continue to fuel intrigue in the off-season, adding another layer of suspense to the high-stakes world of Formula One.